everybody, what's going on? Klaus here, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode where we're going to be taking a look at the CWL Rising Season 3 Week 3 Wars. What happened across the league? How did our predictions from last week go? I'll give you a hint, it went better than the previous week. And also, guys, we're going to drop a new updated power ranking, see how everybody is adding up and matching up against each other. And then finally, we're going to make predictions for Week 4, which is going to be a lot of fun, guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, so without getting into too much detail, let's take a look at the first 5 wars listed above my head. We did predict 3 out of 5 of these wars correctly. In fact, Reddit Hounds had Gear Metal and Elite of Valor taking the victories there, so nicely done to them. But Time Vortex upset Chaos Hammer by 3 stars, which was awesome. Nicely done to them. And then also Die Zabazis upset Aussie Addicts by 3 stars as well, so congratulations to both of those clans for pulling out the upset against our predictions last week. Pulling up the next 5 predictions, guys, we got 3 of 5 of those right as well. Actually, Crunch Time upsetting Reddit Templars by 1 star, nicely done. And then Secundum actually getting defeated by Sheldon Massive in a tiebreaker in which the total destruction spread was only 1/3%. So shout out and nicely done to Sheldon Massive. The next group, guys, we got 4 out of the 5 right. And the only upset that we saw was Clash Warriors, which was our bottom dweller in the power rankings last week, taking the victory against Valor Harris with a 3-star spread. So nicely done and good job to them. And then finally, guys, the last group of 5, one of those wars has not been done yet because there was some discrepancy between the shrink traps and whatnot. So the JTJ war versus the OSF has not happened. But we got 2 of the 4 predictions right there. And the upset was LP3 Chiron versus Lost Colossus, in which we predicted Lost Colossus would win, and in fact LP3 Chiron won by 1 star, 86 to 85, an amazing war for both clans. And then Boston Tea Party being upset by Fortas LTU, a 79 to 81 war, so a rough war for Boston Tea Party. So guys, overall we got 12 predictions out of 19 right for the week. Now let's check out the power rankings update. Alright, guys, starting with our bottom 10 clans. At number 40, we've got Reddit Ace, which dropped 1 rank between last week and this week. Unfortunate drop for them. But in number 39, we've got Clash Warriors, who moved up from number 40 to number 39, so they 2 switched places. So congratulations to Clash Warriors for taking the win last week against Valor Harris. Then, guys, we've got number 38, a very unfortunate 18 rank drop for the Moochers, as they only got 75 stars in week number 3. I want to mention, guys, that these statistics, these power rankings, are drawn up simply by average star count and average total destruction, and it's going to get more complicated as we go because at that point we'll be able to see trends and whatnot. But right now, basic statistics shows that these clans are at the bottom and are likely to get mixed up even more as the season goes. So unfortunate drop for the Moochers. Looking forward to seeing what they could bring next week. Number 37 is Fortas LTU, and they are staying the same rank, so nicely done, I guess, for them for being consistent. Number 36, we've got Legrand Alianza moving up 2 ranks. Number 35, we've got 1 Hive Invicta, unfortunately dropping 1 rank. Number 34 is Alphas at actually raising up a rank from number 35 to now number 34. Number 33, we have Valor Harris, which they actually dropped 2 ranks as well. And then number 32, we have Team WBT, fortunately moving up 4 ranks, so good job on them. And then finally, guys, we've got number 31, the OSF, and they actually dropped down 3 ranks, not because of their performance in this week, because they haven't had a war, but because several clans that were below them did very well and moved up above them. We're likely to see that correct itself next week. All right, getting up into the next 10, guys, we've got number 30, which is Crunch Time. Congratulations to them for moving up 3 ranks. Then we've got number 29, Pinoy Violator MP, and they actually moved down 4 ranks. That's unfortunate for them. Knights Templar and number 28 moving down 6 ranks. Unfortunate for them as well. Then we've got number 27, Sheldon Massive, and this one's interesting. They moved up only 2 ranks after they beat Secundum, number 1. And so looking at the statistics, looking at their star count, they had a rough early war. The first war of the season is holding them back, so you're likely going to see them take a massive surge forward as we move forward during the season. I would definitely buy some Sheldon Massive stock right now if that was something that we were doing. Continuing on, guys, coming in number 26, guys, we've got Chaos Hammer, unfortunately dropping out of the top half of the league and 10 ranks down due to an unfortunate war against Time Vortex where they lost by several stars. So unfortunate for them, but we know they are all worth their weight in gold if they really put their mind to it. So looking forward to seeing what they could bring next week. Number 25, guys, we've got LP3 Chiron moving up 7 ranks, so nicely done. 24, we've got Time Vortex moving up 6 ranks. Number 23, we've got Villa Lacura moving up 4 ranks. Number 22, we've got Aussie Addicts actually dropping 3 ranks out of the top half. That's unfortunate for them. And then, guys, number 21, Lost Colossus moving up by 2 ranks. So, guys, a lot of moving up, a lot of shuffling in week 3, and the top half, the top quadrant of the bottom half of the league looking pretty strong. Continuing moving up, guys, we've got the top half bottom quadrant of the league, and we've got number 20 Dai Zabazis actually moving up 6 ranks, so nicely done for them. Then we've got number 19 Reddit Elefino. I was corrected due to a direct message from one of their leaders, so thank you so much for that. It's actually Reddit Elefino, not Reddit Elefino. I've been saying it wrong this entire time, but they moved up 5 ranks, so nicely done. Number 18, guys, we've got Reddit Hounds actually dropping 7 ranks due to even though they won, they had a rough war compared to their average. Number 17, WHF Rising with a good war, moving up 4 ranks. Then, guys, we've got number 16, Boston Tea Party, my personal clan, dropping down 11 ranks, not breaking 80 stars in the last war, guys. Definitely looking to see them, us, make a comeback. Next, we got number 15, Annihilate, actually moving down 12 ranks as well due to a rough war. Then we've got number 14, Elite of Valor, moving down 5 ranks. That's unfortunate for them. And then number 13, guys, we've got Pinas Hangover that actually moved up 1 rank, so nicely done for them compared to last week. Number 12, we've actually got Almino, who's actually moved up 5 ranks again. So they've had a meteoric rise between week 1 and week 3. So definitely would be buying some Almino stock if it were me. And then number 11, we've got Chasu. They actually moved down from number 10 to number 11 this week. So looking forward to seeing what they can bring next week. And then, guys, getting into the top 10 for CWL Rising League Week 3, we've got number 10, Nagaland Elite, and they did a great job this week and moved up an entire 8 rankings, so that is a good job for them. Number 9, we've got Coastal Clash. They actually moved up 4 ranks as well. Number 8, we've got Michigan Rose that moved up 7 ranks, so a lot of new blood in the top 10 rankings. Nicely done for them. Number 7, we've got Predominance, and even they came in from below number 10 to number 7, moving up 5 ranks, so nicely done. Number 6, we've got Reddit Templars moving up 2 ranks. Number 5, we've got JTJ moving up 2 ranks, and again, these guys weren't in week 3 so far, and so the only reason they moved up is because some top clans did poorly in week 3 and moved down. Unfortunate for them. And then, guys, we've got number 4, Bangladesh, moving up 2 ranks. Nicely done to them. And then number 3, we've got Black Apple. They actually moved down 1 rank. And, guys, in number 2, we've got Hagur Metal retaining the number 2 spot. So they're doing an excellent job this season, definitely making themselves known as a top clan as well as most of these top 10 clans. It's going to be an exciting time, guys. And then finally, the number 1 spot, we've got Secundum. Now, Secundum has been number 1 2 weeks in a row. They did not move. The top 2 clans of the CW Rising Season 3 Week 3 power rankings stayed absolutely consistent, and that is a good testament to them. So nicely done to all these clans, guys. They're doing a great job, and the season is starting to form. We're starting to understand who are the dominant forces, who are the middle of the ground clans, and who are going to be needing to work hard to make their way up in the rest of this season. Now, guys, let's get into the predictions, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, guys, as in week 1, we predicted week 2's, and we're about 55% accurate, and then in week 2, we predicted week 3, and we were about 65% accurate, so I think logic dictates that we should be able to get about 75% correct, but we're going for 100%, so let's get in there and try our best at predicting these wars. All right, guys, getting into the predictions, we've got Reddit Ace number 40 in our power rankings versus Black Apple number 3. Black Apple's undefeated. They're 3 times more efficient at 10v10 and twice as efficient at 10v11 than Reddit Ace. All the statistics, once again, being able to be found on War Match's website, linked down below in the video description. So it is a pretty one-sided choice, but again, I want to remind you guys that any clan could win any war. These wars are only a couple of stars apart on average, so it could go to either one, but because we have to pick a favorite and we want to be as accurate as possible, we're going to definitely definitely have to choose some winners, and this time definitely Black Apple gets the nod. Next, guys, we've got Team WBT at rank number 32 versus Asiatics rank number 22. Now, even though there's a 10 rank spread, the middle of the road clans are very, very close, and so we're predicting this to be a very, very close war. They've got very similar statistics. They've got the same win-loss record. Team WBT has an advantage at 10v10 and 9v9. Asiatics has an advantage at 11v10 dips and at 10v11 2 stars. So the question is maybe Team WBT more hot because they pulled off an awesome war this week? Who knows? But because of Team WBT having a great war during week 3, we're predicting that the momentum will continue and Team WBT will upset Asiatics. Now, I don't normally predict upsets, but by this time in week 3, getting into week 4, we're starting to be able to see some trends and predict where things are going to go outside of just the normal statistic. So we're going to give the nod to Team WBT. Next, we've got Elite of Valor, ranked number 14, versus Time Vortex, ranked number 24. This is going to be a good war, guys. Elite of Valor is undefeated and superior in every stat except for 11v10 dips by only 2%, but Time Vortex may be hot, guys, after beating Chaos Hammer, so it's going to be a close one. But guys, the statistics are pretty overwhelming, pretty one-sided that Elite of Valor would take this, so we're going to give the nod to Elite of Valor. Next, guys, we got Crunch Time versus Reddit Elefino. Crunch Time being ranked number 30, Reddit Elefino being ranked number 19. Reddit Elefino's Town Hall 10s and 11s are superior statistically. Crunch Time's Town Hall 9s are superior. Reddit Elefino seems to be hot after a 6-star war though against one Hive Invicta, so I'm going to give the nod to Reddit Elefino, 1, because they seem hot, and 2, because they're a higher rank. Next, guys, we got Hagir Metal versus Predominance. Hagir Metal being number 2, Predominance being number 7. Guys, this could go either way. This is 2 top-level clans, and I think it's going to be amazing. Both are undefeated clans. There's no clear advantage. Hagir Metal does have a 25% advantage over Predominance and 10v10s, but everything else is pretty much identical. So we kind of, like, when you have something that's so close, you kind of just have to choose one or the other, and so we're going to go with Hagir Metal there because they got the better rank, and that 10v10 advantage could come in the clutch. After that, guys, we've got Pinoy Violator versus Knights Templar, both of them number 29 and 28 respectively, so it's a very, very close war power rankings wise. Knights Templar has had some difficult opponents though. I mean, really rough opponents. Nagaland Elite, Secondum, Bangladesh, they're having a rough time. They haven't gotten a victory yet, so you know, we could see something come very, very strong out of them this war. Pinoy Violator being superior in Town Hall 10s, Knights Templar having superior Town Hall 11s. It's so similar. They're so similar in their statistics, guys, that I just had to default by rank, and because Knights Templar is number 28, we're going to give the nod to Knights Templar, but this one could easily go either way. And I say that for most wars, but this one is specifically close, like very close, ridiculously close. Even though it's not a top clan war, it could very well be the war of the week. Talking about close wars, guys, we've got Coastal Clash versus Annihilate, ranks number 9 and 15 respectively. Annihilate's actually undefeated, but all of their wars have been against lower power ranking clans, so this is going to be their biggest challenge yet. Coastal Clash has superior Town Hall 11 statistically, but Annihilate has superior Town Hall 10s and 9 statistically. Very, very difficult decision, so I kind of looked at the trends of which clans between the two are coming across stronger in this last week or two, and I'm going to give the nod to Annihilate, predicting the upset. Next, guys, we've got One Hive Invicta, number 35, versus Le Grand Alianza, number 36. Again, a very, very close war statistically. Neither one of these clans have won a war, so this is going to be very disappointing for one of these clans and a big-time relief for another, as one of them will come out of this war 0-4, and one of them will get their first win. It's going to be rough for one and great for another. But Le Grand Alianza seems like they are hot. I mean, they tied against Nagaland Elite, which is a great war clan. I think it might be a complete toss-up here, though, because again, these clans are pretty much identical in rank and identical in statistics, so I had to make a decision, and I'm going to default by the rank and say that One Hive Invicta is going to take this win, but it could be very, very, very close. Next, guys, we've got Sheldon Massive, number 27, against Reddit Templars, number 6. Now, again, I mentioned this earlier, the power rankings might not draw up the full conclusion. Sheldon Massive had a very rough first war, which is keeping them low in the power rankings for now. You know, Sheldon Massive is actually undefeated and severely underestimated. They beat Secundum last week, which is still number 1 in our power ranking. So very, very interesting how the statistics are comparing to the matchups. And then we look and we see Reddit Templars lost to Crunch Time, which is number 30. So I think that maybe Reddit Templars is overestimated and Sheldon Massive maybe underestimated. And so I'm going to predict a pretty big upset with Sheldon Massive taking the win here. Next, we got Reddit Hounds versus Villa Lacura, and this is another one where I'm going to be predicting an upset. I believe Villa Lacura, ranked number 23, will take out Reddit Hounds, number 18, and here is why. Reddit Hounds is undefeated, besides that tie, but they've had relatively lower opponents. Villa Lacura has had some tougher opponents, barely lost to Michigan Rose, which is one of the best clans in the league right now, by only 1 star. Villa Lacura is superior in Town Hall 11s compared to Reddit Hounds, and they have very similar Town Hall 10s, so I think that statistically, looking at the trends, Villa Lacura is going to take this win. Next, guys, we've got Chaos Hammer versus Nagaland Elite. I just said Nagaland Elite is an amazing clan, so let's see. Both of these stocks are actually kind of falling. Nagaland Elite statistically inferior with their 10v11s and 10v10s compared to Chaos Hammer. Chaos Hammer has 1/3, though, of the 10v11 attempt successes, but they have the identical statistics of 9v9 and 9v10, so it's interesting to see, but Chaos Hammer just lost to Time Vortex, which is ranked number 24 by 3 stars. So is Chaos Hammer down right now? Are they having a hard time keeping up? I don't know, but based on the heat, based on the momentum, based on the rankings, we're going to give the nod to Nagaland Elite. Next, guys, we've got Clash Warriors, who got their first win last week, which was an amazing war, versus Chasu, ranked number 39 and number 11 respectively. They are actually identical statistically, interestingly enough, except for Chasu has twice the 10v11 proficiency, so that's very, very nice. Also, Chasu is vastly superior total destruction and average star count, so it's interesting to note that they're very similar statistically, but they've got a very high overall percentage and star count advantage. So I think that Chasu, just because they're so similar but in one way, Chasu will take this win. WHF Rising versus LP3 Chiron, ranks number 17 and 25 respectively. Those are very, very similar. The stats go back and forth. They appear fairly identical besides their overall total destruction. So I think that because a tie goes to total destruction and these clans seem like they can go either way, we're going to have to give the nod to the higher rank and go with WHF Rising. Next, guys, we've got Daizabazis versus Alphas, ranked number 20 and 34 respectively. The Alphas have faced some tough clans, though. They have identical statistics to each other, and Daizabazis has the higher percentage in rank. So, I mean, really, this one could go either way as well, but with that 14 rank advantage, we're going to go with Daizabazis. Then, guys, we've got Boston Tea Party, number 16 versus Los Colossus at number 21. Both clans have faced similarly difficult opponents as far as the rankings are concerned. BTP has a 10v10 advantage, slight variations in all the other statistics. BTP has the higher rank, so we're going to give the nod to BTP. Next, guys, we've got Secundum, which is the current league leader in number 1 versus Fortas LTU number 37. Now, Fortas LTU might be hot. They're coming off a win against BTP, but their overall statistics, Secundum is basically superior in every way. Secundum did lose to Sheldon Massive last week, so maybe they're going to teeter and falter a little bit, but because Fortas LTU seems to be the inferior clan in pretty much every statistic, we're going to have to give the nod to Secundum. But however, anything can happen. Let's just be clear and mention that again. Any clan can win any war, as pretty much all these wars are always so very close. Next, we got JTJ versus the Moochers, and it is safe to say we don't know a lot about JTJ since they haven't warred yet for week 3, but the Moochers are ranked number 38 and JTJ is ranked number 5. So just looking at the statistics, it is interesting. Moochers are looking to get their first win since they haven't won just yet, and besides that, just looking simply at the statistics and comparing the two clans, JTJ is superior in every category, so we're going to give the nod to them. We have now Amino versus Valor Doharis. Now, Amino is definitely the success story of CWL Rising so far, as they're ranked number 12. They have moved up 23 ranks from week 1, so they're doing a great job. They're hot right now. And then Valor Doharis struggling. They actually lost to the number 40 from last week, Clash Warriors. So besides that, comparing the statistics, Amino seems superior in every way, so we're going to give the nod to Amino. And then for the last war, guys, we've got Michigan Rose versus the OSF. And again, the OSF did not war this week, so kind of difficult to draw a conclusion. But the Michigan Rose clan, very, very good. They're number 8 this week versus the OSF at number 31. So basically looking at every category, every statistic between the two clans, Michigan Rose has the advantage. And so Michigan Rose gets our nod. So guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this recap, power rankings, predictions video. Be sure and tune into our stream on Saturday evening. I will be out of town, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but if I can, I will definitely do it. Follow me on Twitter if you're interested in getting some real-time updates. And also, guys, be sure and again, check out the link down below for War Match and also the CWL YouTube channel, as that's going to be covering all the information for all the leagues, including a best of attacks for all the different leagues covered by multiple YouTubers. It's a great thing we've got going on right now, and it's a lot of fun. But for me, guys, that is it for me. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, guys, I will see y'all again next time.